Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just need to see. I need to hold on. And we're in business. We're in business.
Oh my goodness.
But I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on the gram for my goons. For my goon squad.
I shall promote as well.
Oh, I guess
We'll get
I should definitely
everybody
get
in here.
Indeed, indubitably.
Oh wait, but I don't have the link. I'll just tell people to find it.
I can send you the link. Hold on. Come join and see.
Is it just profound pondering?
Yes. I got the handle. I know, right?
The on YouTube, so there's no ad on it.
I'm so lost. All right,
Just send it to me.
All right, I got you. Do that. Edit. Do that. We're almost there. Almost there.
Do you have to take so freaking long?
I'm sorry, William. I didn't mean to do it to you like this.
It is copy, paste, send.
No, but I made the post.
Oh,
All right, I sent it to you. I sent it.
I see it.
It's been sent, sir.
I got it.
I'm just making sure. I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on everything. So why don't we start off? What are your New Year's resolutions?
Oh, I haven't thought about this yet, actually.
It's the new year.
That is true. I it's hard because I really want to like pick something that I know I'm gonna follow through with.
True.
Um, so I guess I just need to make sure that I'm always putting my all into everything.
It's hard to do.
I always like, yeah, I really do, man. Because I'll be like in school and that kind of stuff, and I'll just be always finding the easiest way to finish something as quick as possible, or not really putting everything that I can into it, especially with classes like that are music related that will actually like be helping me out later. Like I just be submitting stuff that I've like already done, because a lot of the classes assign stuff that I pretty much do in my free time. So like maybe creating something new for that specific assignment or something, instead of just, oh, this fits the guidelines, I'll turn that in.
Yeah, I feel it, William. I feel it.
What are yours?
See, I didn't make it. Actually, did I make any?
I just made mine just now, so let's hear what you got.
See, that's a good point. I don't know. I mean, I usually make them. I don't know if I ever get to do them, but I think I make them general. I don't remember what I did last year. But this year, let's say...
I don't either.
I don't know. Graduate high school. That's a good one.
Is that a resolution or is that a goal?
I mean, I'm pretty much already there, but okay, a resolution.
Yeah, you're pretty much set to graduate. So.
Drink more water. I'll drink more water every day.
That's actually solid.
That's a solid resolution. I agree. All right.
I'm glad you agree. So
why don't we get into some of the content? The
Let's do it.
the first question I'm going to be asking you, William. What do you think is the most stressful thing about the world we live in right now?
Oh dear.
Take your time.
Like on a global perspective or on a personal perspective?
Let's do one of each. Start with global, then bring it back down.
On a global perspective, I think it's very obviously COVID.
Oh yeah,
um,
yeah. Factual.
Especially, recently with the new variant and all that stuff, and it's it's spreading through Shaker like
Dude,
wildfire.
we have like
It is
200
like a nightmare.
active cases.
Like, yeah, and the district as a whole is doing very little to prevent it.
True.
Um, and there's also just like, well, it sucks too. I'm like doing really bad in my math class,
Oh boy.
and my math teacher just sent out a Google Classroom notification on some my wife may have COVID, and I'm like dang it, bro.
Wait, who do you have?
Mr. Thomas.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't heard of him till this year,
Yeah. What?
but um, but the funniest part is I've had a Mr. Thomas in middle school for
Yeah.
math, so this is my second
Is he
Mr.
bald
Thomas
too?
math teacher. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently this dude used to be the basketball coach, I guess.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
But on a personal perspective, I would say definitely college applications.
Yeah.
Um, the entire past week, um, so I'm going into composition, right? But for a lot of schools, I have to submit an audition on an instrument as well as my portfolio of works.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been going down to where I take my lessons and literally like trying to get as perfect a take on video of each piece that I'm playing. And it's been so infuriating because I'd be there from like 5 o'clock until they close, just like not like I can't get it in my head like perfectly, and so I'm just like, oh, that could have been better. And all of them are like 8 minutes long. So if I mess it up at like
Sheesh.
the last second, then I've just, wasted 8 minutes.
Yeah, that I can't even imagine. Oh my goodness.
It's, dude. And then like the day before my composition portfolios were due for some people, I hadn't finished a third one.
Mm.
So a lot of them were like, three was the magic number between all of them. So I had to like finish all of my third one in one day, and I was like,
Were you
I
planning on
definitely.
attending?
So my favorite has been Carnegie Mellon,
Mm.
and they have a pretty good composition program. The composer of Wicked went there, so they have like some they have some good stuff going on, and it's not terribly far away, but it's also not really close either.
Mm. Are you scared to leave the high school?
Um, no, I'm excited because leaving high school means that I've secured my spot somewhere. I'm like very afraid that I'm not gonna get a set in stone spot that I'm happy with
Mm.
at a place that I'm gonna enjoy. So, I mean, yeah, I'll like miss my friends and all that, but that just means that the breaks are gonna be hype as shit because everybody's gonna be back and everybody's gonna be like catching up on their lives and stuff like that.
True. That's. I don't know. My friend group, going across the country. We're all separating. We've been together since
Where's
pretty
everybody
much
going, dude?
kindergarten. Everyone's some going to the West Coast, some East. Nobody's going in the middle because that's just weird.
No,
But
well, yeah.
some are
I mean,
staying in
ain't no
Ohio.
shit.
We got people going everywhere. I don't know. It's kind of
Damn,
strange.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the people in my friend group are going, like, maybe a couple are international, but then all the rest seem to be staying pretty nearby.
International.
Some of them are hard to predict, dude. I have no idea. But everybody that's been um keeping everybody else updated on where they've gotten in and stuff like that, it's a lot of Ohio.
That's good to
And
hear.
Carnegie Mellon's Pittsburgh, so
Ohio is weird. It's a weird place though. Like, I was talking to this kid from. I was on Fortnite. Okay, and
oh no.
this kid from New York was like telling me he's never heard of like Shaker before, but like we're told in Shaker that we're like world renowned, almost. Like everybody should know about Shaker. It's like a haven of diversity.
I mean, it makes sense that we would be told that, but I think they only mean from like other IB schools perspective. Like not
Yeah.
it's not a place that everybody casually just knows about, I don't think.
Mm.
Like I'm not gonna walk around other towns saying I'm from Shaker Heights. I'm gonna walk around saying I'm from Cleveland.
Oh, one of those.
Dude, like it's okay. If they get the wrong idea, then I'll explain it, and I'll be like, okay, but no, I'm from Shaker Heights, which is a bubble, and it's not like Cleveland, but you know.
Dude, Cleveland's cool. I can't really diss Cleveland. Shaker's just, I don't even know. I've been a Shaker my whole life. I don't have anything else to compare it to. But
Neither do
I
I.
went when when I went to my college visits, bro. It's a whole different world out there. Let me tell you,
I
it's
mean, I enjoyed it just because like I haven't really gotten the chance to see that many other
yeah,
cities. It's crazy how each one has such a unique atmosphere, and then once like Pittsburgh is not better, but like places like Cincinnati are just so opposite. Like yeah, there's like run down parts of every city, but like there's there's always different junk going on in each place, and it's so cool. It's like a character selection almost.
all right, all right. I'm just gonna go with that because yes,
Hey, come on, man.
I agree. Totally, totally, totally. So back on the topic of stress.
Let's do it.
How do you typically deal with it, William?
Um, in general, I don't really feel it.
Mm,
Like I don't really something like shit will be falling apart, and my mom is like more stressed out about it than I am.
yeah.
And I'll just be like, Mom, if I'm not stressed out about it, then there's no need for you to be. I'm just there like, it'll get done. Like, the way I do, like, schoolwork and stuff like that, I turn everything for the quarter in on the last week. I'm one of those. But then I still end up with A's and B's. I don't know how I do it,
Dude,
but something about it, it all just cranks out.
I don't know how you do that. I just do it as soon as I get it. Not like in an overachieving way,
Okay.
but like I just do it whenever I get the chance.
I was like that for online school, but that was the first year that I was ever like that. And then I wasn't like that as soon as we got back in person.
So when you were online, I didn't do when I was online, I didn't do
You
any
know,
work.
no, I am not kidding you. When I was online, I took the homework for the whole week and finished it in class.
Dude, why?
I
That stuff wasn't even for credit. Like,
I know, dude, like I'm so serious. It was such a weird like I was uh, I worked in such a different way because I was just in my room all day and I was like, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna do this right now because why not? But
man,
as soon as school got back to in person, I went right back to the I know I'll get it done at some point, so I'm not gonna do it right now.
so am I. I don't know. I can't. I can't say I did the same. When I was online, I did not care about school. I was doing my own thing. I would have like it in the background and be playing basketball outside with my friends. Like I would just have class in the background. I did not care. Teachers would call on me. I'd like unmute for a second if I heard it, and if I didn't, they just sit in silence. Like I,
I mean, I don't mean to give off the idea that I didn't, you know, just have my
yeah.
laptop on while I'm asleep, not
Oh
paying
yes,
attention.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, of course. I mean, come on, a guy's got to get his sleep. So there's 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 better things to do. But for the most part, like there was a complete momentum change for like how I did work. It was so weird. And I'd be, you know, doing I'd be practicing every instrument every day for like an hour each. And I play like six, so that's a lot of time.
Dude,
I I, I was just I was going at it and I have no idea why.
you need to get back on that, William.
I I really do, man, but I don't know how to get that started again. It just happened.
You just gotta do it. I don't know. You just gotta start doing.
It was so like I was doing it, and while I was doing all that stuff, I was so weirded out at myself. I was like, "This is not who I am."
Well, you turned over a new leaf. All right.
Yeah, and then I turned it back
You
over.
turned it back over. That's absolutely correct. Okay. So back we keep getting off topic. Not really, but that's the point. Anyways,
Oh, I thought we were on topic.
definitely were, but around the stress aspect, you said that you just don't like feel it. Are you saying like you just put it off in your mind, or you just like if it gets done, it gets done, and that's just gonna be the outcome no matter what?
Like I don't, I can't really tell. It's just something that I don't express.
Mm.
Like it's either suppressed and it's still there, but like stuff like that, I mean, is going to be lingering over my head anyway. So it's not really something, it's not really like a presence that I notice. I just kind of try to keep the mindset sometimes when I'm able to that what I'm doing instead is in the long run going to be more important because I'll be like working on a composition instead of my AP Calc homework,
AP Calc.
right? Because I'm like, it was a mistake, dude. It was a mistake.
Oh, what?
It was a mistake.
Yeah, good luck on that
Um,
one.
uh, I'm not having it, but, um, yeah, I'll like, it's not that I'm ever, well, uh, I hardly ever do things that are a blatant waste of time.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm watching YouTube, I'm either watching something funny or I'm watching something that, gives me a different perspective on how all the music industry stuff works. Like, recently watching the Get Back documentary about the Beatles and like seeing the behind the scenes type of stuff and how all that business stuff was stressing them out, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like it's something that I hadn't really learned about before. So it was good new information to have. But I was not doing calc homework while I was watching it.
Yeah, but sometimes, see, I do that. I kind of do that too. But I sometimes I just do dumb stuff. Sometimes when I like, if I don't feel like doing homework or don't feel like doing work, I just don't do it. I literally say
Yeah,
I'm not. It's not. If I don't feel like doing it myself, then it's obviously not in the right. I'm not in the right mental space to actually complete the task. Because usually I'll do my
yeah,
work because I'm usually someone who would just do it because it's what I'm supposed to do. But if I don't feel like doing it, I just don't. And
right.
teachers usually respect that. They don't care. And there's no late policy right now. Oh, actually, is there now? Last semester. Oh, this still this.
There hasn't been for me so far, but my teachers are very back and forth on it
Mm.
because for calculus, let's use as an example, he's kind of over it because I literally have gone the entire year so far without doing a homework assignment because I look at like let's last year, right? I was so confident in math and I knew that I knew everything. But this year that went away and I look at let's say a worksheet that we've been assigned and I'm so like I don't know how to do it. And I'm like I'm not going to ever be able to learn this and I just lose all confidence in my ability to you know do what's given to me.
Yeah, I feel it.
So a lot of that is what has caused a lot of things that a lot of assignments that have been given to me to not end up being done,
Oh my
unfortunately.
goodness. Wait. So your parents don't ever like check your progress book or anything?
They do. They haven't been doing it as frequently
Mm.
recently.
I'll catch you
Um,
slipping.
I wouldn't say that them looking at it ever motivated me to get my grades up anyway, because I'm just like, Mom, you know how I do. Like, it'll get done.
Sheesh. The mentality is
But
it's crazy.
like I'll be telling people about how my grades changed within the last like 2 days of the quarter. I'm like, I just brought three Fs up to three Bs in one day. And they're like, what on earth is wrong with you?
I have friends just like that. Like I don't know why they put he'll like you know Jaden, right? I'm gonna just add him because I can.
Yeah.
He won't do any work, and he'll sit at the last day of the quarter. He'll sit up till like 6 a.m. just straight checking out homework, and then it'll just all be done. And I'm like, why would you put yourself through all that in one day just to have it all? Like I don't.
Like, if I can, I don't know, if I can get it all in one day, then I don't see the point in spreading it out over a
Mm.
longer time.
But isn't that one day like super stressful?
Sh- Sure, but then it's super relieving when it's all done. Like when it's spread out, there's like mini accomplishments, but it's never really
Like a great. Okay, I see. I see. I see.
not for me at least. I'm sure that's different with people that actually do the work the way they're supposed to.
I'm an IB man. They make us.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
was lucky forced to do this though. I went in the office and the IB coordinator made my schedule for the. I was a sophomore. I walked in his office. He made my schedule for the next 2 years, and I'm still following that schedule that he made. And he signed off on it. I gave it to my counselor. I have not touched my schedule ever since.
Jeez.
Like he made, it's crazy. And all
I
the
made my
essays.
schedule.
Yeah.
I took I'm taking one IB class, and that's my only IB class that I've ever taken, and that's IB music, and it is a joke of a class.
Really?
It's
I've
it
heard that it's
sucks.
like I've heard that it's hard.
So the thing about it is the work, like it is difficult work, but our teacher this year, they always just use the choir teacher for it.
Mm.
And we hired a new choir teacher the week before school started, and he was not trained in teaching that class. So the way he explains everything is just really like unsure. And then, like, for me, it doesn't really matter that much because I'm not submitting for an IB diploma.
Mm.
And he'll tell me, like, back and forth on different days. On one day, he'll go, "Yeah, your submission doesn't matter. This is just a college practice class for you." And then the next day, he'll be like, "Why do you never do work in my class? You're like, you're not taking it seriously, and I don't appreciate you backburnering it."
Bro, school
There's
has so
six
much
people in the class, dude.
instability.
There's six people in the class.
So
There's
he
six.
has to get on somebody.
He has to get on somebody. So pick somebody that's in the IB diploma, not me.
Bro.
Like, I'll be chilling.
Bro, our school has like too much instability with its staff and teachers. Like Miss Perry gone. I don't know if you have Miss Perry, but she was a
I didn't
chemistry
have her,
teacher.
but I knew.
Dude,
I
we
knew
had
of
a
her.
IB. So our higher level IB classes are 2 year courses, right? And we're supposed to have the same teacher both years, so we actually learn, right? And
Yeah.
they got rid of Miss Bay, or she transferred. I don't know what's going on, but we got a new teacher the day before was hired. She's actually doing okay now, but earlier on, it was just she never taught an IB course, and we didn't understand her. She didn't even know half the stuff we were actually trying to do. Our school is terrible.
So, like, the thing I try to keep in mind with that is, so my mom is also a teacher at Firestone, and she, like, I was explaining that whole deal with IB Music to her, and she was like, I mean, yeah, but apparently the trainers at IB that, like, help the teachers, like, learn how to teach the class are really bad at their job,
Oh no.
and, like, they're apparently not helpful at all. I'm just like, why is this whole system just jacked up?
I should have took the AP route. Not gonna lie. I'm too deep in now. I've already written 4 essays. All of them 4,000, probably 4,000 words.
Hey, dude, I mean, you come this far
I know it's pretty much
doing
over.
IB, so
But like
yeah,
I have to do experiments for chemistry. Like I have to get a bunch of
like
acids and
make your
stuff.
own stuff.
Yeah. I have to do a bunch of
Ooh,
stuff for and then write an essay about it. I know
that's
it's
so whack.
they want it really interactive, but during COVID you can't really do all the stuff
Yeah.
that you wanted. So I have to
Well,
improvise.
apparently, I guess what is good about suffering through the IB program is that on a lot of accounts, people say that it made college courses a lot easier.
I've heard that too, but I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
So let's just make a scenario, okay?
Sure.
Your friend is extremely stressed. All right? Right?
Yeah, pretty common
And
occurrence.
and this friend of yours is very bad at dealing with it. Okay?
Okay.
Extremely bad. What advice would you offer that person that is your friend on how to deal with their stress? Let's just say it's caused
I
by
would
school.
say caused by school.
Yeah, just for
I
the
would
sake.
say to I would say to find a hobby or something physical that they can use as time away from everything else where they don't have to worry about it. They're just doing something that they love to do. And for me, that, I mean, for me, swimming and baseball and all these, all this music stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I use as like, okay, while I'm doing this, I'm not thinking about school
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying really hard at something that I really enjoy. So I would say, yeah, to find something to that you're able to set some time of the day away for, so that it doesn't all just pile up and then stay there and then just hang over your head for a really long time.
So I have a follow up question. You said that they have to find something like physical. So do you think like stress is only a mental thing, or do you think it has some type of like it's an actual like thing other than a feeling?
Oh,
That's
stress
not
is physical.
really.
Yeah, because I mean, like when you get stressed, your shoulders tighten up and you're all like walking around like, I don't know, I need to get everything done. Like old people, right? When they're stressed out, they go get a massage because it loosens them up physically and mentally.
So you think
Or
that your
maybe not
physical
all,
factual,
you know what I
factual.
mean?
Yeah, I know some really athletic old people. But like so you think that your physical health has a lot to do with how your mental, or I don't even know how to word the question. But like you're saying like they go to get a massage and that helps out their mental. So you think that to like appease your mental stress and your all these feelings you have to do something physical to detach yourself from it?
I would say so, because I mean, when you don't eat right, you start to feel like crap. You know what I mean? If you don't drink enough water, then you start to feel like crap. Like stuff like if you get a real like okay, one day before school, a bunch of the guys and I went to First Watch,
Mm-hmm.
and we had big ass breakfast. Mm-mm. Oh, so good. And dude, I tell you, I have never felt more ready for school. It was it was instantly starting off as a really good day, and then it just stayed that way because I wasn't going in how I normally do, where I wake up 5 minutes before I leave and just go throughout my routine. But I treated myself a little bit, and then the sun seemed to be shining brighter, and like no, but like seriously, like the entire mood of the day changed because we started it off, getting some French toast. Mm-mm, oh, so good. And then
Are you
we,
sponsored?
nah, but um, yeah, seriously, like I do think that if you do good things for your body, like working out or eating right or drinking enough water, then overall you'll have better mental and physical health
I respect
for
it.
sure.
I respect it. That's like me with feeling sore. I love feeling sore. I don't know, it's something about it. Like my legs are super
Because I
sore
mean,
right now, and it's just like it feels like you actually did something. It's like a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
gratifying.
It's. I mean, yeah, it's a byproduct of working your ass off.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. All right. In our everyday lives, from day to day, how much of our time should be like or how much of our mental attention should be stressed on what's going to happen in the future, and how much should actually be in the present?
So I personally, and I haven't really taken the time to consider if this is a good thing or not.
Mm.
I'm very much, at least right now, I'm very much future based in the way that I think about what I do every day.
Mm.
Um, and a lot of it is because of, all the college application stuff that's going on right now. Um, and I know that there are things that I could have done in the past that would have made me excel even further today. And so I think for me, and probably for most people, it is important to make sure that everything you do, in the present is creating the best future for you as possible.
Mm.
But when I think about it, I'm only doing that in a work environment
Mm.
and not, as I said before, in the time off hobby escape environment. Because in that environment, I'm bettering the present.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How much time do you spend just by yourself? Not like by yourself. Like I'm alone in this room right now. If I wasn't on phone, but
Mhm.
like, how much time do you actually spend like analyzing yourself?
Um, I would say whenever I'm not with other people.
Mm.
So whenever I am by myself, it is, thinking about my interactions with people during the day and, you know, stuff like that, where it's just like I I've I've come I've bettered the way that I interact with people over time.
Mm-hmm.
I used to find it very difficult to sort of interact with people in a way that, helps myself to make friends. So I would say a lot of my time at home is reflecting on, how I did during the day to make sure that I'm putting out a good image of myself.
Mm.
Um, and sometimes it does cut into, time that I should be like sleeping or something like that.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. But like, now that you've said that, it's making me realize how much like you're. I don't know. I don't even know. It's not like you're. I wouldn't say you're like you're a better conversationalist now, but our interactions are a lot different than what they used to be.
Well, see, yeah, and that's the case with a lot of my friends today is that they used to be on a much more shallow basis. Like,
Hmm.
no offense, but like our interactions used to be, "What up? What up?"
Yeah.
And that's it. But like, I don't know. I think it took going through high school to figure out how to, like, to not only figure out who I am, but to figure out how to, introduce myself to people the right way as who I really am and it being true.
I love
You know
that.
what I mean?
I love that. That's that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I used to be like the class clown type, but now I'm kind of like that. But I don't do anything to get myself in trouble. It's like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a weird
I'm
balance.
I'm I'm very much both. I'll have some classes where I don't talk to anybody and everybody thinks I'm silent, but then the
Mm.
very next period I'll go in and I'll be like joking around with my teacher and everybody will be like, "Shut up, dude."
Dude, that's me. That's me. See, it's definitely the environment that
Yeah,
we're in,
yeah.
and there's
It has
definitely
to
uh, like the vibe of
it,
the room.
well, like even not even in just in classrooms, like at parties where the vibe is off, I'm just in the corner, you know what I mean?
You can
Like I
feel
have
it.
to yeah, it has to be the right environment for me to really like come out of the shell and, you know, be a psycho crazy dude and get everybody hype.
Yeah, it's a different experience. I don't know. I don't know what it is about certain like a lot of teachers in our school like blame themselves because their students are like so low energy. I don't think that's like the teacher's fault most of the time. I think that's the student's fault. I feel like most of our peers
They're
are
going in with the wrong attitude.
yeah, most of our peers go in already at the lowest point and you just can't it feels like you can't revive the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Because in one of my classes, right, there'll be, a bunch of kids that don't really care and they will leave the room without the teacher like letting them, and then they'll go to the lunchroom during class and all that kind
Man,
of stuff, and that's the one that I'm completely silent in because that's not the type of people that I want to interact with.
true.
But then in the next class everybody will be, engaged, and the teacher will be, actually friends with us, and then that's the environment where I'm just like, poking fun at the teacher, like, "Oh, did you know that your shoes are mismatched? You might want to check that." Like that kind of stuff.
Is that a real quote?
Yeah, my teacher walked in with two different colored shoes. I'm like, they're two different colors, right? They came like that. You might
Bro,
want to return those.
you just bully your teachers for fun. Nah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. Now we're gonna start talking about music, not specifically music, but right now art. How
Sure.
much do you think schools are doing a good job on focusing on pathways that don't have to do with like the workforce, or like do you think they're doing a good job pushing out like artistic pathways?
I don't think that they push it. Um, I will say they do a good job of introducing it to everybody, because in Woodbury you are required to take art and you are required to take a music class, whether it's band or orchestra.
True.
Um, so I will say, yeah, um, but that's, I'd say at that point, if you only took band or orchestra for middle school in Woodbury, um, it's very much on a hobby level,
Yeah,
which
definitely.
is great, but they do not enforce, or not enforce. They do not bring forth very well the idea of training you to do that on a career level.
Yes, definitely. Like our choir classes, all I hear is people just take choir just for the art credit. Like they don't actually
Yeah,
do anything. I mean, I used to take band. I stopped after middle school and then I
you
joined
played
back.
trumpet.
Yeah, then I started it up again. I was terrible, but that's probably why I didn't continue.
Yeah, nobody
But
was great though
yeah,
back
but
in those days.
I used to be so nervous. I was a nervous wreck, and then I'd be last chair because I never wanted to do playing tests or anything like that. I'd just be in the room like I'm cool. So I'd be last, but I was okay with being last because they would never ask me to do anything. But when we were
Yeah,
online, I joined band again because I thought there was gonna be a trip this year, like a whole band trip.
yeah,
So
nah.
I joined my junior expecting that, and then COVID was like, nah, you can't
Yeah,
have that. But I was actually like, it's not that hard if you actually try to do it. Like, put your mind to it.
Well, and so I know that position very well, um, because last year I joined orchestra as well as band, and I walked in having never played my instrument before,
Hmm.
and so I just, kind of picked it up as it went along. Um, yeah, I'm doing the this.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Um, yeah, and it was definitely weird because it's also on a different clef, but um, it was a good thing for me to do because it helped expand horizons a little bit because the way that they work out different issues within the ensemble in orchestra is different than it is in band, which I never would have been able to know if I hadn't done it.
Yeah. I don't know. I started playing the ukulele like 4 years ago. I'm just gonna put that out
Dude,
there.
wait, oh,
Oh,
it's not down here. I bought one like 2 days ago. I
really?
just learned a song. Yeah.
Oh, see, like everybody's starting their journey. Everyone's gonna play ukulele one day. It's one of those
Oh yeah.
instruments. You
Yeah.
just you just end up doing it. But I wish that I could have done that in school. That's something I wish I could have done. Played the ukulele, because then I would have just it
Yeah.
would have been enjoyable. Because that's something I actually just put my time to and actually tried to learn. But the trumpet, I was just like, I'm not practicing this at home or
Yeah.
anything. I would just do it in
Yeah.
school.
No, I definitely wasn't. I definitely still am not. um, it's hard to find time to. I will say though, um, now that we're on this topic of conversation, it made me realize that Shaker should definitely start an arts entrepreneuring class
Mm.
or something like that because they have music composition. The only music class I haven't taken at Shaker is choir. I took band, orchestra, music composition, AP music theory, and IB music. Um, but with all of that information, I have I don't have any idea on where to start locally
Mm.
on putting my name out there as an available film scorer
That
because I don't know where to look and I don't know where people are going to be looking,
that's a great point. Shaker treats it like or no, schools in general treat it like a hobby, like something on the side. They don't like show career paths oriented
Right.
around this thing. That's
It doesn't
that's a great
start like
point.
that till college because I would go on college tours and they would be like, "This is a class where we teach you how you are going to make money doing this art form,"
That's crazy.
and I'm like, "So there's nothing like that at Shaker? Like really?"
That's a good point because not everyone is going to go to college to pursue their anything. So like you're
Right.
just leaving those people who want to do some type of art form after high school like to fend for themselves, basically.
Pretty much.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They don't even. They should teach us how to do stuff like this. Like this here. Like this here.
Hey, podcast is definitely an art form, dude.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it going. I'm trying to get it going. But like
Not. I mean,
it's
I
outside school.
definitely have faith in it.
Oh, I appreciate it. But like it's never brought up in school to like do anything other than go to college, join the workforce. They don't like push out pursuits of like self interest. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to college for marketing, and I mean I don't care about marketing, but like
Jeez.
it's a money job. You know,
Yeah.
it's a money
My
job.
dad's in marketing.
Yeah, he likes it.
Um, most of the time, he's in a position where um, a lot of the people that he works with put him in very difficult situations that he hates having to get out of.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
so, especially with all of the uprise of COVID and work being at home now, it's definitely something that he's had to prevent from invading on his home life because now everybody's just able to connect at the click of a button.
True.
So they'll be calling him, and they're able to contact him at home. And I mean, naturally, he hates that.
I see. Like, I never even think about this stuff. These people, how they're impacted by COVID. I don't know, cause we're in school. We just had online
Yeah.
school. Oh,
You know,
be careful.
he's not down here.
Scream. Yell at them. Yeah. So okay, okay, okay. So
Listen, I'll speak for a second. All right, I had to get a little bit out. Yes, I'm on a call right now.
he's being interrogated.
I'm being interrogated. That should end. I'm gonna text my mom.
Okay, okay. While you're texting,
Yes.
talk to me about music. What is music to you?
For me, music is a way that I can get images that I can't draw expressed.
Whoa.
So
that
I
was
can't like I
that's deep.
so um I'm gonna focus on scoring for movies and video games and things like that, things that have a visual that go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So um a lot of the things that I write were written with some sort of visual that goes along with it. And I often test it by sending it to people and seeing if it gives them the same image that it gave me. And if it does, then that means I did it right. The one that I did all in one day was written for chamber orchestra. I'm going to be giving it to Mrs. Jellin um, at some point soon. And I wrote it with the image of this very dark in color, um, very echoey castle setting. And so in the piece, there's little plucks of chords that are supposed to be related to like footsteps almost as you're like walking through it. And I gave that to people, and I was like, okay, what do you see when you hear this? And they said the same thing. So I was like, great, great.
That's amazing. Whoa. I never even thought about like take. Oh my goodness. Like making the music for a certain visual scene. That's just. I feel like that
I
takes
mean,
that takes talent. That takes talent for sure.
when you start to get into the whole science of it, like let's say you're playing a game and it's a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the music that is behind it is meant to sort of make you uneasy, and the way that they do that is they have so there's a chord, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first note of the scale and the fifth note of the scale fit so perfectly as a harmony because the sound waves are literally doubled so they line up perfectly.
Right.
So one will be going twice the wavelength of the other, and so they end up lining up. When they clash, either from being out of tune or from just being dissonant,
Hmm.
that means that they're not lining up and they're, you know, it takes very long for them to line up again. And so it doesn't sound right.
Oh my goodness.
The interval that is the most dissonant is called a tritone. And a lot of the music that goes in the background of horror games or horror movies has that interval to create the sort of feeling of unease so that while you're watching it you're not only seeing stuff that's like but you're also hearing stuff that's making it a multi-sensory experience.
Oh.
So that kind of stuff, I'm all in for that kind of stuff.
That's actually I see now it's clicking. Like when you whenever you play games, the music is there to like kind of push out a feeling
Yeah,
or like boost it. That's crazy. That's why sad people listen to sad music. Makes them sadder.
exactly.
Oh my
Because it gives their emotions something that somebody else has expressed that they can also use to express.
oh my goodness. That's that's
Because
truly
when you're
that's
feeling
mind
down,
blowing.
right? When you're feeling down, you don't like. It's not always easy to find a way that's in the world around you to find something to relate it to.
Mm-hmm.
So like with me, like pretty much every song that I know, I can remember the exact setting and the exact smell and the exact like visual of what went along with the first time I listened to it. Because when you hear a song, you're relating it to what's going on around you.
Dude.
So like you're walking home, right? And you're listening to something hype and you're getting all hopped up and you start walking to the beat of it. And then
Damn.
you're walking home and suddenly the walk home's becoming a lot shorter than it actually is. And you're going, oh, yeah, I feel good.
Dude.
This walk feels awesome.
That's literally though. That's how I started listening to Little Uzi Vert. That's why I used to like him so much because I was in like seventh, eighth grade, seventh or eighth grade. I got rejected. I got rejected by this one girl, like
Oh no.
terribly, like. And then
Yeah.
then I was like, dang, what do I do? And I was like, okay, whatever.
And
And
Lil
then
Uzi Vert
a
has a lot
song.
of songs with heartbreak.
It wasn't even a heartbreak song though. Like it was Now I Do What I Want by Little Uzi Vert, and it's like one of those hype songs, and it was like It Don't Matter type of songs, and it was like a
Yeah.
upbeat like Don't Even Worry About It type song, and now I just gravitate towards the music. It's like
Right.
yeah, it was like a triumphant feeling.
Like people also should, try to experiment with as many different genres as possible because that's only just different ways that people have found to express emotions that they've felt very
Absolutely,
similarly to you.
absolutely. That's why I started listening to heavy metal.
Yeah. Yeah,
TikTok is so helpful to like find songs. TikTok,
that's true.
like I wouldn't even know half the. I would still be listening to only rap, but like I got a whole structure now.
Right, right.
Yeah, but music is definitely one of those things. I never really thought about it like that. Like the music is making you feel that way, not you feeling that way. So the music feels a certain way. That's
I
crazy.
mean, thinking about it the way that I do, it makes me completely fall in love with it. It's so it's such an awesome thing. It really is.
That's amazing. So your big plans. You said you wanted to do like so what's your dream film that you want to do? Like if you were to would you want to do like the composition for like a Star Wars trilogy? Like another? I don't know how many I don't know the whole story. I don't know if it's complete. But there's another.
Um, I definitely would. I don't think it's about the type of movie I compose
Mm.
for. I think it's about getting as diverse a library of movie genres that I can apply myself to as possible. Because then make my that'll just make me in my position as useful to the people that would be willing to hire me as possible.
And that's pretty profitable, I think. Like, because
I hope so, man.
you're gonna do as good as the movie does, or whatever thing you do the music for. Like you, once you be
Yeah,
getting a cut for like every, because you're like integral to the
and I could also
making.
do like advertisements. You
True.
know, when they're advertising a drug that's actually really terrible for you, and they have all these side effects that they start listing off, but the music in the background is so happy-go-lucky, and you're gonna feel okay when you take Xyzal type of thing. Like the composer gets a cut every time that's aired, and they be airing hella.
Like with jingles, like Mariah Carey with "All I Want for Christmas,"
Right.
she makes millions every year just because. And now it's kind of like a meme. People don't want to play it; it just gets played because it has to be
Yeah, it
played.
just happens, dude. It just happens.
Dude, this is all too amazing. My mind's kind of in shambles right now.
What do you mean?
I don't know because I never really tried to think about like the impacts of music or like different perspectives on like making it, because like I made I made songs with my friends, like Akash and Karthik, they produce, so
Right.
over the summer we'd just be bored and we'd make like really bad songs.
I told them to get me in on some of that.
Dude,
I
they
wanted to be there to see the hype.
you wanna rap, you can rap, bro.
No, but I would have produced for y'all because
That's
I
it.
also produced. I have produced. I don't spend much time doing it anymore,
Mm,
but
yeah, they gotta get you in.
I did send a beat in as one of my compositions because I was like, this will show diversity.
It will. That's see. Here I go again.
But
But like,
yeah, I mean, your mind might be blown, sure, but anybody anybody can think of it that way. It's just a gate that
you
has
gotta
to be
open.
opened either by yourself or by somebody else.
Yeah.
Kind of letting you in on like this is what it's all about.
See, I didn't really understand it. I like to think I'm very observant and self aware, but I never even put two and two together.
I
Like
don't think that makes you not observant. There's just a lot of things
that you just
about
go over your head.
there's a lot of things about everyday life that you see as so normal and
Hmm.
so routine that you never really, look deeper into it. So that makes perfect sense.
Dude.
That's just something that I've taken the time to delve into.
Yeah. See, my thing was philosophy for a good amount of time. I don't even know what happened. I got bored over quarantine, and that's all I indebted myself to. Like I have books upon books, and like my channel content other than the podcast is like my own philosophical spiels, and bro, it's just crazy sometimes. Like I just think of this stuff and it just comes to my head, and other people view it
Yeah,
as like it's not like it's crazy. I don't know. Everybody has their gift. I think
yeah, for sure.
it's something
It's
that
just about finding what it is sometimes.
yeah. See, in freshman year, this girl told me, and I still remember it to this day. We were doing like album and score, right? So it was like towards the end, and everyone was like saying their initial thoughts of everyone. This girl was like, Ian has like a hidden genius about him that I feel like he just doesn't know yet. And I was sitting there like, what are you talking about? Because I had no idea what I was gonna do. Like I had no idea what I was gonna be like interested in. Like I have
But
a
because she said that, it made you realize when you found it.
yeah. I'm like, this
That's
like the gift she
badass.
was talking about? That's crazy. I gotta reach out
That's
to her.
awesome.
I have to reach out to her because That was like a monumental thing. That's still in my memory too. I have a great memory. It's crazy.
I do sometimes, not always.
I remember really insignificant details about people. Like,
Well, that's part of the being observant.
yeah, yeah. But like sometimes it's too much. Like I remember, like it wasn't even when I was observant. It was like stuff from like kindergarten. I remember like the stuff that happened. Like I remember in kindergarten, my Noah was my first friend. Noah Snipes, right? Was my first friend, and he moved the next year. But I remember like 8 things happened. Like one time we were on the blacktop, we got bullied together, and we got pushed on the ground. And I was like, no, let's just lay here. We laid on the blacktop, and this girl Ella Publicover comes and draws swirlies on my cheeks and his, and then the security or the aide, I don't know what she was security. I don't really know, but she had these gloves, and she wiped it off. Her name was Miss Mason. I remember all these. She was so insignificant though. Like that attributed nothing to to my growth at all.
Well, okay. I have a question for you then.
Okay.
Do these memories that seem it's so just random to you, right? When you think about these, is there a second or third sense, not just eyesight, that you can relate that memory to?
Like a sense. No, it was
Like
it was kinesthetic. I remember the feeling of the girl drawing on my cheek, and then the glove
so
pressing against it.
right. So what I've found out about the way that I remember certain things like really well that seem to be completely random is that I have another sense that I've associated to it
Mm.
that really like has it set in stone. So like I remember this really jerky lunch lady named Miss Carmichael that would always be a complete jerk and like throw out our food before we were done with it and stuff like that.
What?
And I remember the smell of Mercer lunchroom, and I remember the 4 different Campbell's soup paintings that were up against the wall,
Mm.
and all of the flags of the world were around the perimeter of the room. And then outside of the lunchroom, there were like 6 different clocks, and each one was set to like a different city around the world. Yeah. It's
Dude.
like I can remember that because I can remember, the feeling of the table and the bench right below me. And I can like remember the sound of everybody talking and yakking it up. And I can remember the smell of the crappy food that they were giving us.
Dude, it's cool. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain that. But like, have you ever thought about like, like when you smell stuff and then it like reminds you, like it's on the tip of your brain, like a memory or something associated with that. You're like, what is that? And I never like am able to actually grasp it. Like it's like a food smell or something. I'm like, is that something from when I was younger? I have no idea what the association with the memory is. Yeah.
I think I've seen like accounts of people like finding something like that where they like it's a smell they recognize, but they don't know where it's from, but then they find it and they're like, yes. But again, that relates to the idea of the best memories are the ones that are associated with multiple senses.
So that was just one
It's if it's only for your nose,
that you're not
yeah,
gonna remember as much.
right.
Dude. This is crazy. Human brain. Human brain is.
It's I mean I can see why you get into this because it's really fascinating.
Yeah, sometimes
It really.
sometimes you don't want to do it though. Sometimes sometimes it's not good to overanalyze. I think
That's
overanalyze.
definitely.
Yeah, because then it
Do you
just life
find
gets
yourself like analyzing
all
situations?
the time. But like
Yeah.
like with all my issues, and I mentioned this before in an earlier podcast, but all my issues, I usually find like the solution pretty quick. Like I'm good at finding the solutions to like pretty much anything that is thrown at me, but it's so, I don't know how to explain it. Like there's no feeling associated with it
I
if
know
you
what
already
you mean.
find the problem or the answer solution to your problems.
So I used to be a lot worse about that as well. But over the past year or so, I've developed a sort of, well, if this issue isn't, obviously, if the issue isn't severely affecting my everyday life,
Hmm.
then I don't need to find the solution as fast as I possibly can. I can just let life take me where it's supposed to, and then trust that that solution will get solved eventually without having to spend a lot of time trying to focus on it.
I feel it.
And
I
that's
feel it.
helped out a lot.
Letting yourself experience.
Right.
Definitely.
Letting the problem fix itself with a lack of a better way to put it.
Let the problem fix itself. Bro says that for life. Go follow the other channel. See, like we have a gaming channel, but we've been doing that since we were like in fifth grade. We've had this
Oh
channel,
wow.
but it was two separate channels, but they have the same name. We just separated it. But I just don't know what it is. Like gaming is cool, but I feel like pursuits of like art and expression that actually like you can attach yourself to, I feel like they're all the more like interesting and worthwhile. Because like I can the gaming stuff, I would be editing videos and stuff, and I wouldn't really be into it. It'd be like I'm doing it to do it. But when like I'm making
I
videos for this, it's crazy.
I think commentary videos, like things like that, are actually still an art form
Yes.
because they're not people are not only watching the gameplay, but they're also watching your channel because of your personality and the way that you express outwardly an emotion to an audience in a way that keeps them, you know.
Yeah. See.
What were you gonna say?
Okay. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But in ours, we had no video cam. Okay, it was just our voice, and
Yeah.
and in terms of editing, we weren't that good. So I feel like stuff like that. It's just I don't even know. I just feel like that form of expression. If you only can express it through like your voice, I feel like you're gonna have to like over express in order to get the same reaction you would if your face and stuff was there.
So yes, and I believe that a lot of channels that have no face cam but are still like really, popping off, they do overexpress
Hmm.
because that's part of the, I mean, it's literally performing. It's part of the performance element of that video. And that's really what's going to, so I don't think, I don't know if you're discrediting yourself for that,
Mm.
but if
I
you
didn't
are, you
express
shouldn't
my,
be.
I didn't express it myself that much. Well, I can do that. I have been streaming actually over there. It's cooler now. I can say.
I like how
Oh no, guys, my Discord crash. Neglect it. Neglect it. One second. One second. One second.
what did you do?
my my Discord crashed. Okay. Maybe I'm discrediting myself, but it's more fun now. I feel like I didn't have a camera or a microphone that was actually good. I feel
Look
like
at you now. Sounding
yeah,
clean. Looking
got the
clean.
shower curtains
Yeah.
glistening. But I feel like once you attach your face to it, it makes it like your own. I feel like once you attach some sort of identity, because like I would use my gamer tag, I'd be like, "Hey guys, Electric Ian reporting." Like it would be like that, and I just don't know.
Yeah, it really depends. You're either gonna have to like really find out about yourself what's unique
Mm-hmm.
vocally, so like the reactions you have to things that happen and stuff like that, or yeah, I mean face cam also,
I feel like
but
I'm real visual with my reactions. Well, they're
yeah,
really
you are.
subtle, but they're not. They're not like dramatic. They're like that exactly. That exactly. I don't even know. I don't even know how that started. If you guys don't know the context, whenever me and Will see each other ever, it's just a blank stare. I don't like. It's really. I don't know why we do it. I don't know
It's just
why.
funny.
I only do it
It
to
just started
Will.
and now it's not stopping.
I don't get it either. But like, it's just what happens. I don't know. Yeah, I just
Well, and it's how I knew when you were texting me because I don't know how the hell did you get my phone number?
Elijah.
I don't know.
Elijah.
Oh, Elijah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, but you texted me William, and I heard your voice when I read it, and I was like, yeah, I know who this is, but I'm gonna ask just in case I'm not like messing up.
And then I
I
didn't
literally
even say my
I
name.
literally in my head I heard you go, William.
See, I try to keep my text in my actual dialect really consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teachers say I have a really distinct flow and identity when I write, and they said that that's actually not a good thing. They said I have a really distinct, like my tone is it's very Ian, like they know it's me writing it, and that's good for
Why would
like
that be
personal
bad?
stuff. But like if I'm writing an essay about a book or something,
Oh, sure,
it's not beneficial at all because it has to be like it's like a more narrow pathway.
sure. That makes sense.
William, I almost said Billiam. I wanted to say
You did.
I did. Oh my god. Billiam.
Then I would have really known. William.
See, I don't even know why I added the B. B is it's just stuff that happens. It's just stuff that
It
happens.
just sometimes you can't control it, you know.
Yeah, some of my reactions, I don't know. Do you have any of those type of reactions that just that just occur? Like I come up with new stuff all the time. Like my friends,
I would say most of mine I'm not controlling.
mm,
Like, well, no, that's not true. Um, the ones that I would need to control them, I do. But like, if something's like funny, then my laugh is going to be obnoxious because it is just that funny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but it is only you that I walk by in the hallway and I go,
That's gonna, bro. Imagine we're like
it's just funny.
44,
And
we randomly see each other. Like we hardly recognize each other, and that's how we know it's each
like
other.
there'll be people walking between us, and we'll still just be going.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think I definitely like that's an example of I definitely have a different, not a different way of interacting, but almost with every single one of my friends.
Hmm.
Like my reactions will be slightly varied based off of the way that I'm connected with that person. You know what I mean?
Definitely, I feel that. I have like my jokes, my humor is different with other people. Like sometimes it's base level, but like my friend Andrew, me and him, I don't know. He's like really realistic, but sometimes our humor is like super dark, and I appreciate that. Like we'll just see a car
Yeah.
driving, they'll honk their horn or something. Like imagine they just crash into that tree right there, and then that's just funny. Like why? It's stuff like that, and other times I make up a lot of random catchphrases. Like I call call my Ayande, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I made like four variations of his like entire name that had to do with like like slang terms like hoe and treesh. Like his middle name is Patrice, right? And
Yeah.
I was thinking
Oh,
one
that
day,
explains that random ass Instagram page.
Patrice, yes, I made
Yeah.
that name up, Patrice.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and
I
then
was
like
like, he was writing a diss page about Ayante, bro.
his first name Ayan Gay. People call him Yando. I called him Yanho. It it's it's just one of those
That's
things.
fine. Yeah, for sure.
People in the chat are going crazy.
Oh, are they? I can't even see it.
Oh yeah, I play games with this kid named Graham at our school, and I don't,
Panther?
huh? No, not Graham
Graham
Panther.
who?
He's an
Okay,
underclassman. I neglected what grade he's in, but
gotcha.
like like you were saying, we have different sets of reactions for different people, and whenever he says anything that's out of the ordinary, I just say ratio. Like I don't use that in the common vernacular, but whenever I just say ratio, and he gets salty. It's
Ratio.
it's it's funny. I hardly know what it means, but it's there. It is there
I'm
nonetheless.
reading. I'm reading the chat right now for the first time. It's just a lot of Javen.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Javen.
Najee was here in the beginning, hating on me.
She said, "Can I be rude?" And then
Said, "Nah, this looks serious." Yeah, that's how it usually goes. That's how it is. But on my on the other channel, mean as can be. But yes, yes, indeed,
I wish you many, many a luck.
many a luck. That is not. That is not. Also, that Russian person, bro. Have you? We're getting too off topic right now. Even okay, but to be fair, the topic's over. Now we're just chatting. You know, I don't know if you have TikTok, correct?
I do. I'm not a very frequent user though.
Okay, you might not get TikTok humor, but this random guy here. I'm gonna play it actually, but he goes to. You take some chocolate and some lobster and some eggs and some pie, and it's not worth explaining to you.
That is definitely
I have to
that's definitely over my head.
I have to play it out loud or else you're not gonna get it. I have to find it though. I like too many videos on that daily basis. Too many, too many. I have to find it, bro. I almost want to cry right now. It's endless. It's endless, Billiam. Okay, I've definitely passed it now. Where the hell is this shit? Don't curse, Will. Will, tell them a funny story.
Funny story. Man, I don't know. I stayed up for 24 hours yesterday, and that was a bad mistake.
Why did you do that, Will?
So, I yesterday I woke up at 3 in the morning randomly, because going back to school has so badly messed up my sleep schedule. Because I was going to bed at like 3 in the morning and waking up at 1 in the afternoon, and so I went to bed at 10 that night, but I woke up at 3 a.m. just completely out of the blue. And I had morning practice in 2 hours. So I was like, I'm really trying to go back to sleep so that I can get as much as I can. It did not end up happening. So I just went to practice and went through the school day and all that. And then afterwards continued to grind out the audition stuff that I had to finish. And then when
Sheesh.
I got home, I wasn't tired, so I couldn't sleep. So I ended up going to bed at like
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
Yeah. See, that kind of happened for me. This episode didn't. I tried to go to. I stayed up till like 4, and then I tried to go to sleep. Then I was like, okay. I was on my phone and just laying in my bed. All right, let me actually try to go to sleep now. I open my eyes, turn around. The sun is out. It's bright as day. What can you do? But anyways, I found it.
And shit it all out. You take some chocolate and some lobster and some eggs and some pie, and then you mix it in your body and shit it all out. You take some chocolate and some.
And I live by that. Here's a slow. They have a slow. Oh, you.
It was kind of.
You take some chocolate and some lobster and some eggs and some pie, and then you mix it in your body and shit it all out.
Tell me how that. Is it not? It's not. Is it not going through properly?
Not really, no.
How can I
Try backing it away. Like, not that far, but. Nah.
No.
Nah.
Hold on. Let me.
Text it to me.
Well, everyone has to hear this. No, but I got you. I got you.
Maybe I could try it.
I got you.
You were worried about us getting off topic, bruh.
See, if you watch this far into the stream, if you're not currently a viewer and you're watching back as a video, this no longer is the topic of the video. It's no longer stress music in life. Okay, this is chaotic content.
Can you hear it at all?
He said they heard it, bro. No, we can't. I think Discord has I think Discord stops audio from background. I think I don't know why they do that.
I saw it, and that's all that mattered.
Bro. They heard it.
I really don't get it, though. But
I don't know. It just resonated. It just resonated.
I live by these words.
It resonated with me. 7 viewers in the stream.
I definitely feel it.
We have 7 viewers now. But when we were actually talking about a topic, it was like 3, 4. See, we just got some. See, now they're talking to themselves in this chat. This is crazy.
Wow.
This is crazy. Started a movement.
A revolution, as some would say. Oh, wait, whoops.
I heard my voice for a second.
Somebody said white dude tripping.
I think they were talking about the dude in the video. Hopefully they weren't talking about you.
They probably talking about me, let's be honest.
You haven't said anything yet. Not yet.
He got the uke.
I hope this is in tune. I don't want to embarrass myself. You have any song requests, William? Any song?
Man, play what your heart desires. I'm not going to be able to hear it, though. When you tuned it just now, I couldn't hear it.
You can't hear this?
It just cuts out instantly.
Oh, what if I talk while I do it? What if I talk while I do it? Did you not hear me talk just now?
A little bit.
Oh my god, this Discord stuff is too much.
Try it again.
I tried to play and talk at the same time. Hold on, let me see if I can turn off background. Can it stop? How do I do that? Okay, echo.
Okay. People are saying that the stream can hear it. Do you have audio that's going to the stream?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's why it's
not through Discord.
But I can't hear it because the call is jacking it up. So you can play it, and I'll pretend like I can hear it.
I can't do that for you, William. I can't. Oh, noise suppression. How about now, Will?
It was a lot better for a second, and then it went. Wait.
All right, now we're in a band. Now we're in a band.
Can you hear this? Oh, wait, that's a bad example. Let me grab an acoustic.
Is there more noise reduction? Bro, how many guitars do you have?
I think 10.
Bro, what? Okay, hold on. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. Here, wait, let me show. So, over the past like couple of weeks
Tell us.
for winter break, I did a lot of renovations in the basement.
I see, it's
So
really
I've
nice.
I've got them all like hanging up on the walls.
Dude, that is actually a pretty cool basement. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was your room, and I was like, dude,
Nah.
you should make that your room. Your parents are gonna make it your room when you move out, so it's fine.
Well, my room's also got stuff. My room's got a couple of keyboards and stuff like that. Stuff that like I want to roll out of bed and have access to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I should make this my bedroom. That would be funny.
I know Gary come home.
I don't know Gary come home.
That's the heat right there. Anyways, too far.
Look at this.
We're too far gone. I think I'm gonna cut. I believe I'm gonna cut the stream off now. We can continue chatting, but I don't. This is going straight to the channel, so I have to be. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched, if you're watching in the future, hello from the past.
Hello from the past.